Every classroom of 25 students has 25 different combinations of personality, interests, learning styles, and background knowledge. Differentiated instruction is a process for approaching teaching that recognizes and supports individual differences in learning. Let's take a closer look at differentiated instruction. Differentiated instruction is the way in which a teacher anticipates and responds to a variety of student needs in the classroom. To meet student needs, teachers differentiate by modifying the content, the process, the product, and the environment according to each student's readiness, interests, and learning styles. A differentiated classroom presents students with choices in terms of how to learn a concept, how to practice that concept, and how to show the teacher they know it. The core principles of differentiated instruction include respectful tasks, flexible grouping, and continual assessment. Respectful task means that everybody's work needs to be equally engaging, equally appealing, and equally important. Flexible grouping means the teacher doesn't arbitrarily divide students or automatically group them with kids of the same skill level. Continual assessment is ongoing and continual and employs any method, strategy, or process that can help to determine a student's current level of readiness or interest. The teacher can differentiate instruction by responding to the student's readiness, interests, and learning profiles. Only when a student works at a level of difficulty that is both challenging and attainable for that student does learning take place. Highly effective teachers attend both to developing interests and as yet undiscovered interests in their students. If classrooms can offer and support different modes of learning, it is likely that more students will learn effectively and efficiently. There are 4 elements of the classroom that teachers can focus on to differentiate instruction. The first element is content. This is the information or content the student needs to learn or how the student will get access to the information. Examples include multiple textbooks and supplementary print materials, varied videos and computer programs, learning contracts, interest centers, and support systems such as audio tapes, study partners, and reading buddies or mentors. The next element of the classroom that teachers can differentiate is process. This is the how of teaching. Process refers to the activities that the teacher designs to help students think about and make sense of the key principles and information of the content they are learning. To differentiate process, a teacher can prepare different learning centers, assign tiered projects, have the students work on interactive journals and learning logs, or create graphic organizers. The third element of the differentiated classroom is product. This is how the student demonstrates what and how much they have learned. Products can be differentiated along a continuum of simple to complex, less independent to more independent, and clearly defined problems to less defined problems. Most important is that students are provided with different ways to demonstrate their knowledge. The final element of the differentiated classroom is environment. The learning environment is the way the classroom works and feels. A differentiated environment for an elementary classroom ensures that there are places in the room to work quietly and without distraction, provides materials that reflect a variety of cultures and home settings, sets out clear guidelines for independent work that matches individual needs, and helps students understand that some learners need to move around to learn while others do better sitting quietly. Sometimes a student requires increasing levels of support to experience success in the classroom. Response to intervention, or RTI, is a multi-tier approach to early identification and support of students with learning and behavioral needs. RTI provides increasingly intensive levels or tiers of support depending on how students respond. Differentiated instruction and response to intervention should be seen as complementary and overlapping. By putting together a team that might include the child's teacher, a special education teacher, Specialists and the student's parent or caregiver will help work toward that child's success in the classroom. Differentiated instruction is more than simply helping students that need extra assistance after a lesson is presented. It is proactively developing a variety of teaching materials so that all students within a classroom can learn effectively, regardless of differences in learning style or academic skill. In sum, differentiated instruction recognizes that one size does not fit all and maximizes learning by creating learning situations that match students' current abilities and preferred learning styles, while stretching their abilities and encouraging them to try new ways of learning.